Hey, what's up guys? This is Unpunk, bringing you a complete guide on portals, how you unlock all 16 glyphs and where they are located, and basically how to find portals on any planet you're on. And let's get right into it. So you're going to need to complete a lot of the Artemis quest, get all the way to the very last part of the quest. This obviously is going to have some spoilers for the ending, but when you get into it, you're going to get to where you're going to need to travel to 16 different black holes. You don't need to go through them like you see here in the video, but you can if you want to. You're basically going to need to preferably have your star seed and complete your Atlas quest. If you don't know how to do that, just search up how to unlock your star seed within No Man's Sky next. When you have that, it allows you to find black holes on the galactic map, and makes this very, very easy to do. Once you get to the Plague, which is the final quest for the Artemis quest line, you're just going to need to travel to 16 different black holes. As you saw, I collected a glyph after I had a small conversation with one of the main characters. Not going to spoil all of that, so feel free to get this far for yourself so you can unlock these glyphs. But you're just going to go to 16 different black holes, and you're going to collect one glyph at a time. This is the new way to do it as of the 1.55 update. So make sure you guys go ahead and do that main quest and your Atlas quest to unlock these. Once you got your 16 glyphs, what you're going to want to do is head over to a space station or head down to a planet. You're going to need to get some navigation data. So these little things you see on the table, I was having a hard time interacting with the one there, so I just got the second one here. But as you collect these little navigation datas, you're going to be able to use these with a signal booster on the planet. There is different ways to get them, so the easiest way is just going to any space station and going around and collecting them. Of course, it's very self-explanatory, they're just on tables. Another way is when you're on planets, you can see these glowing red orbs or these red square triangle thingies, and you just go around and collect them, and you're going to get drop pod coordinates and navigation data. You're just going to want the navigation data, so unless you need the drop pod coordinates for something else, I would just toss them. They're not extremely useful. But you're going to go ahead and then need to build what is called a signal booster. If you don't know how, I'm going to explain it here in just a second. But you're also going to need another item. So each system obviously has Korvax, Gek, or the Viking. You're going to need to go around and find some relics for each of the three. A Gek relic is one, a Viking dagger is another, and a Korvax cube, I believe, is the third. Depending on what system you are in, it's going to depend on what one you are going to need. Obviously, Gek will require the Gek, Korvax for Korvax, and the Viking for Viking. Once you've collected whatever system's relic you need, you're going to go and obviously build a signal booster. You'll see I already have one here built, but I'll explain real quick on how to do it. All you have to do is go to portable technology. You'll need 1 metal plating, 1 carbon nanotubes, and then 15 sodium. A very simple thing to build, and you can find all that stuff on any planet, so don't worry about the resources if you don't have them at the time. Next, what you're going to want to do is activate it by obviously holding your interaction button and go to where it says input data. It's going to require 1 navigational data, which you collected earlier, so you're all set. And then you're going to go to scan for artifacts. This will then search up and find you 3 different things. You can find a couple different ruins, and then you can also end up finding a monolith. That's what you're going to want to have. As soon as you find a monolith, you're going to want to mark it or tag it. That's what I do to make it easier for me to get to it. I had to switch planets because I was not getting lucky and finding a monolith. I believe you can only get 1 monolith per planet, and if you lose it, then you can't get it again, or you can't get it for that game session. I was having a little error, so I switched to a new planet, found it on my 3rd navigation data. To my understanding, it takes 2 or 3 uses of a navigation data to find the monolith. It's normally the second or the last one you will find. There's only 3 different things you can find, so make sure you guys have 2 to 3 navigation datas before you go ahead and start this, so you don't have to stop midway and redo it. You're then going to just head up to the top here, circle, and you're going to interact with this again. It is going to give you a couple different options. All you're really going to want to do is pick the 3rd option. It's a very simple little thing that says, or the 4th option rather, it says locate a portal. In my case, I was in a Gek system, and I had to use a Gek relic. Very easy and simple to do. Then it will mark a portal on your little map, or on your world rather, and you're just going to need to fly your way over there. Luckily for my signal booster location, the monolith was really close, but didn't get so lucky with the portal spawn, so I had to fly my way there. Couple things to note is you're going to need 3 different materials once you get to the portal. You're going to need an organic element, so carbon or oxygen or condensed carbon, something along that nature. You're going to need earth element, which is a blue element like the dihydrogen or cobalt or salt. Those are 3 easy ones to use. And you're going to need a good amount, I would say 250 to 300 of all 3 of these different types of elements. And then you're going to need 1 catalyst element, which is an orange or yellow element, etc. Basically, it's going to be something along the lines of sodium, something like that. Sodium's the easiest to collect of those. So I would recommend having about a stack or stack and a half of these in your exosuit ready to go, so when you get to this portal, you can easily charge it up and get it ready to go. When you get to the portal, there's going to be 16 glyphs on the portal. You will now have these 16 glyphs, but you're going to have to just first charge them, like I was just saying, with those 3 different elements. So you got the earth, the catalyst, and you have the oxygen or the organic elements. So once you get over here, you'll see that there is a little round thing that pops up and opens up. You're just going to interact with this, and again, like I was just saying, go ahead and charge these up with whatever you want to use. You can use condensed carbon, sodium nitrate, you can use all sorts of different things in here. So the blue one requires a lot more it could have. It has 5 options, whereas the other only have 2 or 3. But they're all, of course, very easy elements to get. So I didn't have all of the blue element or the earth element that I needed, so I had to come back. But what we're going to do is we're going to skip that, because all you got to do is charge up the 16. Once you charge up the 16, you're going to want to head over to this site. There is going to be a link in the description to this site, as well as to a Reddit that has all sorts of coordinates to find different S-Class multi-tools, systems with those, systems with S-Class ships, exotic ships, lots of awesome things. So make sure to head over to that if you want to find some great coordinates of where to travel once you got all this stuff set up and you're ready to go. On the first tab, it's going to show you the coordinates you can type in, and it's going to give you a code. So if you type it in, it's going to give you a different code depending on what ones you do. You can copy and send this to your friends, share it if you find it. Basically, you can get these coordinates from a portal itself if you want. That's not extremely important for this tutorial, though, is the first 2 sections on this are not extremely important, because the portal code is the second one, and that's not extremely important. That's not what you'll see on the Reddit. What you'll see on the Reddit is, like here on this last one, you're going to want to type in whatever you see. So it's going to be letter and number combinations. It's going to be 16 letters or numbers in total, and then it's going to give you a portal code and also the glyphs that you need to put in on the portal, or the sequence of glyphs for the specific solar system you're going to. Basically, you're just going to then have to take this sequence that you got from this site by putting in the combination above that you got from a Reddit post, one of the Reddit posts on the Reddit down below, to then be able to travel to that system or that planet so that you can get whatever you're trying to get, whether it's an S-Class exotic ship or an exotic multi-tool, something along those nature. Those are the 2 most wanted things from my time playing the game. You're then, again, obviously just going to go ahead and enter in all of these different glyphs. It's pretty simple and easy to do. Once you get all these glyphs entered, it's automatically going to open the portal for you, and you're going to be able to go right through. I recommend putting a base computer down when you get to the end so that you can have an easy location to travel back to. Label it maybe portal, rename it whatever you want to remember that that's the other end of your portal. Your ship should spawn with you. Everything should work just like normal of if you take any other teleporter to a space station or another planet, anything of that nature. It's going to be very, very similar. and work pretty much exactly the same. This will allow you to then travel to any solar system that you have the coordinates to, or a friend that shares them, or you find on that Reddit, allowing you to go anywhere you'd like and be able to explore this entire galaxy in a very, very quick and efficient fashion. Also, you'll be able to find beautiful paradise planets, glass planets, whatever you want. You'll basically be able to then just search it up online, find the coordinates, enter it in that site, and get your glyphs. Go ahead and find your portal, put it in, and go anywhere you'd like. This has been your friendly neighborhood Unpunk. Wanted to bring you this detailed guide here today so that everyone can understand how you get all the glyphs, the new way of getting it as of this recent patch, how you guys use portals, build portals, locate portals, all of that. If you guys did enjoy, it'd be super awesome if you could drop a like. Put a lot of time and effort into researching everything, to getting all the facts here and making sure everything was set up and ready to go for you guys. It took quite a bit of time to get this video together, and it'd be super, super cool if you guys could drop a like and share with anyone that has any questions on portals. Again, this has been your friendly neighborhood Unpunk. We're going to see you guys on a video real soon. Peace.